Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I feel like I got no sleep at all last night. I have no clue why. I could not for the life of me fall asleep. I don't know if I was like too hot because I don't know. I didn't have my air conditioner on at all yesterday because it's been cold out, you know, after Sunday really. It's been cold, like, you know, pretty much the last 2 days. And I think maybe even Sunday, maybe Sunday night I had my air conditioner turned on, and then on Monday I turned it off. And probably will most likely not have it be turned back on. Probably wind up taking it out of the window before. I'm not going to need it again, most likely. So I don't know if that's why I couldn't fall asleep last night. I don't know if I had my TV turned on, but I have my TV turned on every night. I had the sound turned all the way down to 2. Like, so I couldn't hear almost anything. And sometimes I like need that background noise. So I don't actually know if that was why too. It was hard for me to fall asleep because I didn't have the white noise of the air conditioner going. And on top of that too, it's not cold enough that the furnace has been on either. So I haven't had that background noise. So it's like dead quiet. But like my TV is too loud because normally I have it turned on to 10 at night, and it's sort of drowned out by the sound of the air conditioner. But then in the winter when there's nothing going and it's pretty quiet in the house, you know, I don't have a loud air conditioner going. Normally it will wind up, you know, I'll have it turned down to like, you know, maybe 5 or 8 or something like that. And so, but last night I had it turned all the way down to 2, and then I couldn't get comfortable either, and I felt like the light was just too bright. Like, I didn't have any lights on other than the light for my TV and my little my salt lamp, and I was like, I can't sleep. I had to go and get my little eye mask thing and put that on. I like could not for some reason fall asleep. It took me until like almost 3 in the morning to fall asleep. And I went to bed too. I was in bed by 11, I think 11:30 or like 11:45, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get to bed early, get up early. You know, I felt really good about getting my room all picked up and cleaned and stuff like that yesterday. I mean, not completely done, and I didn't finish it today either, but I'll let you guys know about that. But you know, I was like, you know, I felt really good. I was like, maybe I can still keep this momentum kind of going into tomorrow too, and I can get more stuff done and everything. And again, that would have been my goal, but I ended up waking up though at 8 o'clock or something like that this morning, because well, again, probably fell asleep sometime after 3 o'clock. And I thought I was tired, you know, like I felt kind of sleepy throughout the day. I didn't have a ton of coffee either, and no caffeine late at night. You know, sometimes that's my problem, is that if I wake up late, like I think yesterday maybe I did wake up a little bit later, but I still finished my coffee. I only had a little bit and I finished it still earlier. So like normally if I like wind up having coffee anytime after 12 o'clock or like 1 o'clock, I can normally expect to not, you know, fall asleep very early. So you know, I didn't though. I think I still finished it at least before 1 o'clock yesterday, and I didn't have that much, so I was like, you know, I should still be able to fall asleep. Again, I don't know what on earth it was, and I could not for the life of me fall asleep. My mom woke me up at 8 o'clock this morning because apparently the Keurig was not working. And I'm like, and there was something happened with one of the watermelon in the kitchen, and it was all kinds of like, I have no clue what was wrong with it, but it needed to go out to the composter too. My mom's like, can you take care of this and figure out what's going on with the Keurig? And I was like, it's 8 in the morning and I couldn't fall asleep at all last night. So yeah, I ended up getting 5 hours of sleep, I think, or something like that. Jack was awake already, and I was like, Jack, can you take this out to the composter, and cleaned up the mess. I don't know if something happened and somebody like dropped the watermelon or what happened, but it was kind of like split. I don't know too if it was just maybe from like, if it was like overly ripe or something like that too. I really don't know, but yeah, one watermelon ended up going in the composter. So anyways, Jack ended up taking care of that, and then I'm looking around online to figure out what's going on with the Keurig. Why isn't it working? We've had it for like what, 3 months or something like that. I don't even think 3 months. I think it's only been like maybe 2 months. I don't know how long, because we got the second, the Keurig thing, and I think they deliver every, oh no, maybe it's only been about like 2 months probably right now. Because we signed up for that in order to get the Keurig cheaper, signed up for the like K-Cup delivery thingy or whatever, the subscribe and save thingy, something, whatever it is. So anyways, yeah. And then that was, we got the second order now, which I think we were going to do every 6 weeks or something like that. So, and I think that was maybe a week or 2 ago that we got that. So, the second one. So again, maybe about 2 months now that we've had it. I was like, what on earth is wrong with this Keurig? Why isn't it working? Apparently, which, don't know that we've had this problem maybe in the past, the needle in the top was clogged with and me and my mom were thinking it was all kinds of different stuff, but basically it would turned it on, and then open the thing up, you know, tried to run just regular water through it, tried to run the actual what's it called, the actual, you know, Keurig, the K-Cup through there with coffee, and neither of those two things were working. And so again, I was doing some more research, and you know, we were trying all kinds of different things. We were thinking, oh, maybe it's the outlet, because like it wasn't staying like on. So like we go to like hit the power button, and then sometimes you'd hear it like kind of start to like do the water. I guess the water was already fine, like it was already heated and everything like that. And then I'd hit like the button, you know, to dispense the, you know, water into the thing, and you just hear it like start, and then immediately would stop, and like just some water would drip out. I guess it's a safety feature if the needle is clogged with like coffee grounds, which was what was wrong, I guess, with ours. Which I don't know that we've ever had this problem with any of our other Keurigs ever before. You know, so I really don't know why, just randomly after 2 months of having this one, all of a sudden it was a problem, but whatever. You know, like I said, we've never cleaned like, you know, the needle, or it's never needed to be cleaned. The Keurig there was never a problem with the Keurig working because the needle needed to be cleaned out. If that makes sense. So, like I've like cleaned the inside of the Keurig and got all the grounds out and stuff like that, because sometimes just from the inside, sometimes the coffee grounds will sometimes build up where you're actually supposed to put the K-Cup. So like I've cleaned that out before with the old ones, but with this one, yeah, it was apparently stuck in the top, and I guess it's like a safety feature or something like that. Like it won't try and dispense it if there is a problem, because then it could just like start, you know, basically not implode, but kind of like, you know, with hot water, and then it could wind up all up inside the Keurig all over the place. So I guess it is sort of like a safety feature if it senses that, you know, it's clogged or whatever, but there should be something that tells you, right? Like it should let you know, like there should be something. It shouldn't just be not working, because I have no clue why it wouldn't be working. So I guess again, it's some type of, or maybe it's just like the water, you know, if it senses it can't go anywhere, it just stops like dispensing it automatically, or something like that. But again, I would assume that like there should be something that tells you like, hey, you know, like even with the dryer, which will happen a lot, even if I clean out the little filter, you know, which I clean it after every single time I use it, but it'll still come up with an error message every once in a while that'll say, oh, make sure you clean, like the error message, I think it's like D90 or something like that, but looking it up in the you know, the user manual, whatever, owner's manual, whatever that thing is, looked it up, and it said like, oh, it was just, you know, your ducts might be, you know, clogged or something like that. And we had just had it, you know, this happened actually even right after. Sometimes it just will. I think sometimes if there's too much, like I've overfilled the laundry sometimes and I put too much clothes in there, then that will wind up being the problem. But like that lets you know if there's a problem. The washing machine too, if there's an uneven load, it says UL, so it's uneven load. So I know like, hey, the washing machine wasn't able to spin and get the rest of the clothes dry because, you know, there was a pillow that was stuck on one side, or, you know, everything was, you know, tied up or something like that. If somebody throws a bath towel or a bathrobe in there and there's a tie or something like that, and a whole bunch of stuff gets like stuck to one side of the washing machine, which has happened. I've gotten leggings tied together with all kinds of different clothing, like kind of like when you put earbuds in your pocket and you pull them back out and they're tangled up and you're like, how did these wind up like this? Sometimes that happens with the clothes, and it will wind up on one side of the washing machine, and then the washing machine will let me know. Keurig apparently doesn't do that. So yeah, I had to Google at 8 in the morning and try and figure out what was going on. My mom ended up actually deciding, oh, well, you can stay here and fix that even though I woke you up. I'm gonna go and get Dunkin' Donuts. I actually already had my coffee pre-made because I made it from my French press, and I like to have cold coffee, so I'll normally make it for like 2 or 3 days and then just leave it in the fridge. And so I already had coffee. I was like, I didn't need you to wake me up to tell me that this needed to be fixed so I could get coffee. She ended up going to Dunkin' Donuts. It's actually National Free Coffee Day, so she ended up getting a free coffee, and well, she got, I think, 2 coffees, like a buy one get one free coffee, and then munchkins. It was free with a purchase, so she could have probably just got the munchkins, but she ended up having like 2 small coffees or something like that, or medium size or something, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so she ended up getting that, and then by the time, like literally probably about 5 or so minutes after she left, I sent a text message, which was like, yeah, I fixed it. So because we tried calling my dad and asked him, did it work when you tried to make coffee this morning? And he was like, yeah, it was fine. And so yeah, it must have just been when my mom had just used that 1 K-cup earlier, you know, that morning or whatever, or this morning. That was this morning. Yeah, that seems like a long time ago. I've been up for a long time. So she ended up getting her Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and then I fixed the Keurig, and then I was awake at 8 o'clock, and I was like, clearly I'm not gonna fall back asleep. So I ended up having an awful lot of my pre-made coffee that I had already made for myself, and have been up again since 8 o'clock, which wouldn't be a thing that I would normally be upset about. Had I at least fallen asleep at midnight, it would have been nice. Even 1 o'clock would have been somewhat decent. No, I didn't fall asleep until probably again after 3 o'clock. So I didn't end up doing a whole lot more in my room. I cleaned the bathroom today. I edited and uploaded. Unfortunately, some of the vlogs that I've been editing have been kind of long. And so yeah, that's kind of been a little bit of a pain, is that they've been longer videos that I've been having to edit. So it's been taking me a little bit longer to get through some of them. I ended up doing that. I ended up coming up with another thing too. Maybe I'll share with you guys that in tomorrow's vlog. But I'm thinking that tomorrow, hopefully I can get to cleaning my room a little bit more. Just because I was telling you guys too, I didn't have the energy today really to try and, like, I had the motivation yesterday, I just didn't have the time because I woke up late yesterday. And then today I had the time and no motivation because I was kind of pretty tired. Like I was, you know, working on a couple of things, again, clean the bathroom. I didn't upload it, but most of it was like, I just want to sit underneath the blankets because it's cold too, and work on some of my stuff for today. So that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, and most of my what energy I did have was spent cleaning the bathroom today. So yeah, I possibly have the kitchen to clean tomorrow. The thing is that there's still all kinds of clutter all over the place, and I told everybody today, I was like, guys, make sure you clean up the kitchen. And sometimes if I don't sound like a broken record, then things don't get done and they don't get picked up. And so I don't know if I'm actually going to clean the kitchen tomorrow or not. And again, it might just be spot cleaning because there's like stuff on the table. You can't clean the table if there's things on it. And since it's 3 other people's stuff, none of it's mine, I don't know where it goes. I don't know what you know, people want done with it. And I hate moving things and then people being like, I left this here, now I can't find it. And I'm like, I don't know, I just put it somewhere that wasn't the table because I was trying to clean it. So that's why, like, the day before, when I normally, like, I'll tell people, like, make sure all of your stuff in the bathroom's picked up, make sure all your stuff in the kitchen's picked up, you know, so that I can clean. If it's not picked up, which it isn't today, I'm not gonna wind up, you know, or tonight, doesn't look like it'll be picked up for tomorrow. I probably am not gonna wind up getting to that. Other than, again, just the spaces that I can actually clean. But, you know, again, there's some stuff on the table. I think there's stuff on the coffee bar. We had to move the Keurig too, because again, we were trying to figure out if the outlet was the problem, as to why it wasn't working. And so we moved the Keurig is now on, not on the coffee bar side under like the microwave right now. It's on the other side of the kitchen right now. So we have to move that back, but it's a little bit of a pain now, that there's, again, stuff where it's not supposed to be. So there's things that need to be put back where they're supposed to actually be. So if I don't wind up getting to that tomorrow, I can get a good amount of sleep and get to you know, have some energy tomorrow. Maybe I will be able to finish cleaning my room, because I did clean up a lot in my room, guys, and I was like, yay, now I feel like I want to get stuff done in here, but I just was too tired to. So the other thing too is that I did do some yoga, because I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like my joints, like, you guys hear that? I have this permanent cracking in my wrist. My joints just felt very like stiff today. I feel like that's a lot of times, it seems like it happens sometimes when there's cold weather comes as well. And so yeah, I felt like that was kind of it, and I felt like maybe that was why I couldn't get comfortable last night, but also at the same time too, I was too hot. So I was debating also at 3 in the morning, do I turn my air conditioner back on or do I not? Because I couldn't get comfortable. I felt like that was one of the main reasons I couldn't fall asleep. So that's why I am like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, it's cool in my room, so I won't be hot under the blankets. I stretched out and everything like that. I did some nighttime yoga to relax myself, you know, get all of my joints sort of so they're not all cracky and everything like that, just because like I said, it really seems like 9 times out of 10 it is when there's cold weather I get like, I don't know, I just feel like my back, my neck, my shoulders, my ankles, my hips, my knees, my elbows, my wrists, like all of that, everything just feels like I need to just, like, I don't know, stretch it out or something like that. And so that's why I was like, I'm gonna do some yoga, because it's been a while. And I was telling you guys, I got my yoga idiot's guide to yoga or whatever it is down the other day, because I was like, I want to do a little bit of yoga, and I was going to do it with Jack, and I was like, forget him, I'm just going to do some nighttime yoga by myself from now on. So yeah, hopefully that gets me comfortable and ready to go to bed tomorrow. Go to bed for tomorrow. Goodness, guys, when you're that tired, words don't even make sense anymore. Anyways, I don't know actually what the last sentence was I just said. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.